During the year I went around Portsmouth with my cameras, I captured it all. I hope you like what I put together. Portsmouth Guildhall was constructed in 1890 and originally used by the local council. The building was known as Portsmouth Town Hall until 1926. Heavily bombed during the war, it was rebuilt in the 1950s. Now it's a multi-use venue, hosting hundreds of events every year both inside the Guildhall and outside in the square.
Turned around and you weren't there, so I worried about you. Huh? I know, you can take care of yourself, but I'm still worried about you.
This site has enormous history. In the 12th century, Richard I first started construction in the area, developing a dock for royal galleys. By the 1500s, it had become the site of Portsmouth's defences, and by the late 17th century, its stature had grown further, when Gun Wharf was established as a main ordnance yard, storing weapons for the Navy and for the Army to help fortify Portsmouth. The Ordnance Board was disbanded in 1855, and, as ships and armaments developed, the requirement to offload the armament diminished, and the Gun Wharf fell into disuse. The site was re-established as HMS Vernon when the site was taken over by the Navy in 1923. It continued as a naval base, specializing in mine warfare, until it was decommissioned in 1986. All mine divers were trained here, and the site was integral in D-Day preparations. After HMS Vernon was no longer needed by the Navy, the Ministry of Defence sold off the redundant land, to release monies for reinvestment in other areas of defence expenditure. Portsmouth City Council were keen that the land was used to build and grow the prosperity of the city. Portsmouth Harbour has been a strategically important port for thousands of years. Earlier use was centred around Portchester, where the Romans had a major military base, but by the 12th century the settlement of Portsmouth had emerged at the mouth of the estuary. The town was formally founded in 1180 by Richard I, the Lionheart, and by the start of the 100 Years' War in 1337, it was a thriving community. Unfortunately, this prompted multiple attacks from the French, first in 1337 and then, as the war turned against the English, further assaults were made in 1369, 1377 and 1380. To mitigate against the comparative weakness of the town's defences, 2 towers were built at the narrowest point on either side of the harbour's entrance to support a chain barrier. The fortification on the Portsmouth eastern side would later evolve into what is now known as the Round Tower. Constructed between 1415 and 1420, it was disconnected from the town's defences on a small peninsula. It was paired with a similar tower at Gosport, and a harbour chain slung between them enabled access into the estuary to be controlled.
Taking you right back now to one of the most